And pitching in this game, Max Fried. What do you look for here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Up next for the Rangers, Wyatt Langford.
Nope, that's inside.
Here in the Bronx, just getting settled into this one. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A solo shot. And the Rangers take the lead. It's 1-0.
Ball inside.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the third and final game of the series. Comes up empty. That's strike two. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one carrying. Out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 2-0. And now it's Jake Berger to hit. Foul ball there. Oh, 1 now. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Now at 0-2 from Fried. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
The designated hitter, Danny Johnson.
High fly ball down the left field line. And that's a foul ball. Jansen starting as the designated hitter, hitting fifth in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Maximus notches the K. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the mound for Texas in this one, Kumar Rocker. What do you have on him, Chris?
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club in the game. If you can score runs, you have a really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees.
Ball, that's inside.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
And now 2-1.
Ball two.
There's a swing and a drive. And foul ball. Right through there. Got him. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Into the outfield, base hit. And that's a one-out single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. That one missed. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And it's second. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away.
That one is absolutely belted. That's a base hit. Bellinger on his way home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by one.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Ben Rice, the next to hit, takes ball one.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
And a curve is down and in. Man at first, one away. In there at the knees. Strike two. Judge on the run. And foul ball. Runner on the go again. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam. Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today. Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
In the air, left field. And there's two away. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third. The throw home. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play.
Wastes no time there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. That one misses. Ball three.
He's just missing with some pitches that, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Jose Caballero in the box, lays off for ball one. And that one fouled off.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. On the ground. Oh, a great flip, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Back in the Bronx, we move ahead to the top of the second now. Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers. Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes. On the ground, out to short. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting 7, the center fielder, number 32, Evan Carter.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
That one to first. He takes it on his own. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting 8.
Now it's going to be Kyle Higashioka. This to third. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Aye.
Gets him to chase after that one. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Up the middle. That's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Up next for the Rangers, the right fielder.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Flying to left his first time. Rip to third. And that is that. Bottom of the second. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham.
Number 12, Trent Grisham.
This one belted deep left field. On its way. Gone. He muscles that one out the opposite way, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-2.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
There's a strike.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. They go back to back and they add a run. It's 5-2. Aaron Judge at the plate. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Base knock right field.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 22, Ben.
Oh, that pitch is out.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Oh.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Bottom half of inning number 2. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 2-2. And that one missing low. Judge on the run. Line drive, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's 6-2, and he'll pull into second safely.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped.
Base hit into center field. Rice around third. In comes the run from second, and they lead by 4.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
And the 1-0. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
Wells in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 0-1. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
He got a backdoor breaking ball. Really easy to give up on that pitch, but he stayed on it and shot it right back in the direction it was breaking from. Really nice job of letting it travel.
Langford brings it in with a nice running grab. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Ryan McMahon stepping in now for the Yankees.
Ball, that's outside.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 2-1. That one missed. To the right side. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Now a long throw home. And he's out.
Right there.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 7-2 ball game. Back at Yankee Stadium, all set for the start of the inning. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. Max Fried will go to work. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's one down. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And that one popped in the air left field. Bellinger under it. 2 away. So next to hit for Texas, Jake Berger struck out swinging his first time.
Berger.
That's out.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was late. Got him. That ends the frame. Back in New York, set for the bottom of the third. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. And first offering is fouled off. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Here's a 1-1.
That's ball 2.
It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Oh, great stop. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Ball 1, no strikes. Now fly ball to right center. 2 down. Here's Judge now.
Next for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
There's a strike.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
Well struck, right field, way back there. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now here's the Rangers DH, Danny Jansen.
He's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Up next for the Rangers, the third baseman, number 6, Josh Young.
Broken bat, roller to first. Rice takes it himself, 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And it's fouled away. Swings through that one for strike 2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Ben Rice.
Inside, ball 1. That's in, ball 2.
And another ball. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Now pitching for
so they turn things over to the righty, Emiliano Teodo.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Laced into left. That's a base hit. And out to a board.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Chisholm at the plate now, and that's strike one. The 0-1. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
This one in the dirt. First and second, no outs. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. In the air to left center. Langford has a beat on it. And makes the grab. And there's one down. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees.
The catcher, number 28, Austin Wells.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Outside low. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the dirt. Two on, 1 out. Line drive, base hit. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with 1 out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Double play ball to second. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Back in the Bronx, we go to the top of the 5th. Kyle Higashioka stepping in for the Rangers. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Rangers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Rangers, the second baseman, Ezekiel Duran.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Can't make contact with the sweeper.
I just think the lack of drawing any walks is an indication that they need to be a little more selective and less anxious about forcing something to happen.
The 0-2. Good eye right there.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. So the Rangers batting order turns over. Brandon Nimmo getting ready to hit. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Two down, nobody on.
Outside, that's a ball.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. That's to third. Over to first. Rangers go down in order. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And stepping in for the Yankees, Ryan McMahon.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. And now two aboard.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
The 1-0. Line shot into the gap should score at least one. They're waving McMahon home. 1 run is in.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Man at second. And Judge spoils that one. Laser to the gap should score the run. Bellinger on his way home. He will score, and it's now 10-2. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
0-1.
Ball.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Here comes the Judge around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they now lead by 9.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 in a row. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And 0-1.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it. Save the rest of that bullpen. Somehow stop the bleeding.
In the dirt. 4 runs already in the frame. Last half of inning number 5. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Carter drifts towards it. And there's one down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now at the plate.
Second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Swing a high fly ball deep left field. That's got a chance. And that one becomes property of the beast. He'll take a trot around the bases. And they add to their lead. It's 13-2.
Ice cream taking off the blue jeans, dancing at the movies.